Alright, so this team right here, I just wanted to use Tricorne, one of the new pets that comes from the Dead Mines. I think Rematch isn't really updated for it yet. It says it only has the power speed bead available, but it has an SS breed right here. Like, he's literally SS with 341 speed, which is pretty good. Let me see if he's actually the fastest rat in the game. There's eccentric. Nope, that's pretty baseline for rats. So he has pretty baseline rat abilities, except he has one difference from all the other rats in that he has sniff out, which is actually a good ability. It hits hard. It hits on the low end for as much as a basic attack. Or why isn't it letting me look at it? It used to be you could click on these things and it would like pop out. Well, whatever. It hits on the low end for a basic attack and hits on the high end for 420 damage, which is about 120 more damage than what a normal basic attack is, which is baseline at around 300. All basic attacks hit for around 300 damage. Since his attack power is literally baseline, it only does 280. So I guess technically the basic attack's baseline stat is 280, but it's still around 300 because there's a lot of pets that have more power than that. See, look at this is also, well, those are different. An Alarmobot has inflated stat values. He has only 244, but he has a basic attack which can deal almost 280. That's alert is literally, by the very definition of the word, an overpowered ability. It does more damage than it should. Anyways, Tricorne, he's basically a normal rat. I didn't know he had a speed available, so when I originally did his stats, I just kind of did it based on the knowledge that he's probably going to be a kind of slow pet that hits a little bit hard. That's not true. I got the SS breed, and I could definitely have taken Flurry if I'd known that. That being said, I'm still kind of thinking Poison Fang is probably the better answer, since that dot's not half bad. But Flurry is also really good, but then again, Scratch is just normal. But Sniff Out's good. That's a pretty good option, since it destroys objects, so it gets rid of traps, decoys, and minefields, which you do see in meta teams because all three of those abilities are done by tier 1 pets. Plus it hits hard. That's great. I think I might use this pet more often. In fact, I should probably set him as favorite like I do all pets that I think are good. The Disco Doggy Mouse. Ugh, you might be replaced by Tricorne, maybe. I don't know. Disco Doggy Mouse is really good because he has Flurry and Poison Fang on 2 separate tiers. If Tricorne had Flurry on the first tier, like if Comeback and Flurry were swapped, I wouldn't even have a question about it. He would be tier 1 because Sniff Out is just that good. Right now, I'm still kind of hesitant about it. He seems to do really well. The other 2 pets I paired him with, though, are kind of random. In fact, Alarmobot's not very good with Sniff Out, since you can't use it while it's out, but I always assumed my opponent's going to take out Decoy anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Alarmobot, I've been trying him out, too, because Decoy is a really good ability, and the MPD, he was really good back in the day because he was the fastest pet in the game who could use Decoy, back when there was only like 3 pets who could use it. But nowadays, there's a whole bunch of pets that can use Decoy. And in Warlords of Draenor, the reason he was good was because he was still a fast pet that could use Decoy who also had Thunderbolt, which was overpowered. Ever since they've nerfed it, it's just kind of a medium ability. So I thought I should probably try out other pets with Decoy to see how they do, instead of just defaulting to MPD, just because I'm used to it from it being good in the past 2 expansions. And kind of like an Alarmobot, he has Alert, which hits nearly as hard as a basic attack, despite having really low attack power, which is really good. It also can break Decoy since it attacks in 3s. Interrupting Jolt, his speed is faster than the standard 260, so he could possibly actually get that off on slow pets, and it hits just as hard as a basic attack and interrupts for a turn, which is really good. But he has like no attack, so I mean, it's still an interrupt. And then he has Decoyed, which is just a good ability on its own. And I just went Ghastly Kid, just to have a nice tier 1 pet to kind of carry the other two. And that wasn't a Wicked Soul. I kind of have an aversion to using the best pets in the game, so if I can help it, I won't put Wicked Soul or Terraclaw Hatchling on teams, even though they make very good, like, ringers, because I don't want them to overshadow the team. Because I'll eventually just default to them winning the game for me rather than relying on the pets in the front line to actually do stuff. Ghastly Kid, he was a nice middle ground. Totally good, because any pet that has Haunt is tier 1 because it's a very good ability, but he's also just decent on his own. Alright, so you got ourselves a Darkness team. Frostfur Rat can give me problems with Flurry. So I think I'll just go into Ghastly Kid first to get some damage out. He can't really do anything but call Darkness on me, so my strategy is still the same. Haunt, and I probably shouldn't use Alarmobot. And instead go for Tricorne. Sorry, and then throw up a Poison Fang. Is he going to call Darkness? Does he have Sneak Attack or Flurry? If he has Sneak Attack, I can honestly feel a lot more safe with my Alarmobot. But most Frostfur Rats don't take that. They take Flurry because it's much better. Okay, now I'm going to go for Sniff Off because it hits hard. No, I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited for Crouch to go away first. Oh, he has Sneak Attack, which means I could probably switch out. Wait, 341 speed? Wait, what? When I looked at his stats, it was 305. Oh, he has 2 possible breeds? I didn't even notice that until right now. Huh. He's pretty fast. He's not faster than the Northern Owl, but he's good enough. Time to swap out. And I can set up Decoy to let the dots do a little bit of damage. And Tricorne should be fine for 1 ability. Interrupting Jolt. He went into the Bone Serpent in order to Bone Barrage my Decoy down, which is fine, which means I can probably swap back into the Ghastly Kid in order to mess with him, because I can actually dodge one of his abilities and then go into a Haunt, since I should be a little bit faster than him. Did he not attack this turn? I don't know. I can't swap into Tricorne unless it's to, like, take a hit, or if one of my pets just dies and I go into him. The Frostfur Rat, why would you do that? I am perplexed. I don't understand what he's doing. Okay. Oh, I guess I could also Haunt into him too. That would work. Alright, let's Haunt for this Call Darkness that's about to come out. And then I should have Tricorne to do a lot of critter damage. To just hit him really hard with Sniff Out. Oh, that should be enough to kill him, even if I get Bone Barrage to death. And then I should be able to Interrupting Jolt him on his... Did he not die? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. He didn't kick the bucket and I missed. Oh my god. Oh man, I took the damage anyway. Oh, I mean, I think I was gonna get hit anyway, but it would have been so much more helpful if the Interrupting Jolt hadn't missed. Damn Darkness. I can't die. Oh, I have my racial. I should be good. Alright, Northern Owl. Even with Bone Barrage out, I think it's still worth... No, I should switch into my Ghastly Kid and wait for Bone Barrage to go away. That way I can take full advantage of Decoy. Decoy is actually really good against Darkness teams. Alright, Ethereal to try to dodge a Nocturnal Strike. I just need to survive long enough. Oh, thank God he went for Nocturnal Strike there. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't try to juke me and go for a Savage Talon instead and save Nocturnal Strike for when Ethereal was no longer out. Alright, I'm too low health now to even consider Haunt, so I just have to go for a Disease Bite 2 more times during my turn of immunity. Oh, Undeads. So good against Nocturnal Strike teams as well. Good way to kill myself would be to use Haunt right now without actually doing anything. It used to be you could use Haunt. Alright. Decoy's coming up. Should be enough to give me a win. Wow, Alert actually hits harder than Interrupting Jolt. That's surprising. Because Interrupting Jolt's supposed to hit just as hard as a basic attack. And 2 hits without getting hit once. Oh yeah. Decoy, you still so good. You're still so good. Alright, I'm not sure why I'm waiting for the loading screen. Win. Oh no, it's I can kind of see his strategy. He's gonna have lots of heals with Singing Sunflower, and Sunlight heals through the Humanoid Racial, and Sun of Seath, who just heals for a ton. Ghastly Kid is probably a good option to start off with, unless he decides to try to bait me out. Usually, they go for Immolation right off the bat. So, Haunt to start off with. And then whoever I put in will probably get baited out. So, Tricorne, because... oh shit, I actually don't really want All Armor Bot to go against him, now that I think about it. Oh, and he just swapped out with a dot on him. Okay, well, Tricorne's actually my best bet right now, because I don't really have damage. Enough damage with the Alarmo Bot. And I think it's a good idea to get a dot up on him and then just try to hit him for as hard as I can with my... I'm still surprised he has an SS breed available. That's pretty fast. I think he's probably the fastest rat in the game. 341 speed. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure most rats are at 225. 325. I'll have to check that out later. Oh, he's staying in. Why is he refreshing photosynthesis? Huh. I don't get it. I don't know what he's doing. Waiting for the cooldown to come up or something? Alright, my best bet here is to Poison Fang and just kind of wait for his Nether Gate. Ooh, I outspeeded him. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, and Alarmobot is terrible while the Fiendish Imp is alive. So, Vincent Van Gogh it is. I'm going to start off with an Ethereal just to try to block one of his 2 high-hitting moves. Nice, blocking Touch of Animus is pretty good. Alright, now Haunt. He didn't actually use Immolation before switching out. And he has a dot on him, so he came back in real quick to make sure that was going to happen. Alarmobot... it can get hurt really hard by the Fiendish Imp before going down. But he's also pretty good against the other 2 pets. So I'm gonna go for an Alert. Yep, he went for the dot. I mean burn, that's what I would have done in his position. I kinda knew that might happen, but Alarmobot is pretty good against... he's not very good against single Sunflower now that I'm thinking about it. I really meant he has a decent matchup against Sun of Sea since he's faster, so he can Interrupting Jolt him. Okay, so Interrupting Jolt. What I'm gonna do is actually wait for Sunlight to come out, and then I'll switch. Photosynthesis, huh? You're waiting for me to decoy too, aren't you, before you use Sunlight? There it is. Okay, now decoy. And you just keep spamming photosynthesis. That is... I'm trying to think if there's a reason to do that, because honestly, I just think that's really dumb. There's no reason to spam photosynthesis like that. You might as well just switch out, rather than just waste time. I mean, not waste time. Rather than just basically do nothing besides refresh your hot. That's a pretty bad way to use it. We got this Vincent Van Gogh. Hopefully, I can dodge his drain blood right here. Oh, Singing Sunflower came back in. Okay. He healed up for quite a bit. It looks like he was able to predict my Ethereal. I'm trying to think. What even can I do against the Singing Sunflower? My Ghastly Kid is probably my best bet against him. So just stay in and do shit to him? Because he refreshed Sunlight, and he's actually doing quite a bit of AoE damage. Or it just kind of seems that way. He's going to probably refresh Photosynthesis endlessly again. I don't really have the damage to burn through him. And he refuses to... I'm not doing enough damage to kill him. He's hurting me way too much. I don't have any heals. I just realized that. That's probably a big problem with my team. Time for a haunt. He'll probably just endlessly spam photosynthesis again. And heal up for quite a bit in the back row. Then Tricorne will come out. And I just don't hit hard enough. And my pets are really low because his Fiendish Imp was able to do some nice damage to me. There goes it again. Is he going to refresh photosynthesis one last time before switching out? If so, I can throw up a Poison Fang before that happens. Oh yeah, looks like I'm faster than him. And is this enough to kill him? No. He'll be able to heal up for quite a bit. And he might even be able to kill me, which isn't good. Oh, he swapped out with Poison Fang on him. Okay. Alright, I'm going to throw up another Poison Fang because it lasts for 5 turns. That's quite a bit of damage. And he likes to refresh photosynthesis, which is great, which means I get a sniff out off. Look at all this damage. And one more scratch before he tries to kill me. Oh, that was bad. Another Sunlight. It didn't kill my Alarmobot though, thankfully. All those Sunlights are actually slowly killing me since I have no heals. Oh, that was nice, Tricorne. Good job, Tricorne. Now you can die in peace. I'm throwing up a Plagued Blood. Alright, now it's Sinking Sunflower versus Vincent Van Gogh and my Alarmobot. Okay, immediately I'm going to go into a haunt. Because with no pets alive, Sunlight won't cleave, which means I'll get the full advantage of decoy. Let's go, Alarmobot. Hopefully he goes for a Solar Beam. Oh, he went for a Solar Beam already. Oh, he did a Solar Beam before even using photosynthesis? Oh, shoot. He does some very weird things. You might actually be able to out-heal my damage, to be honest. Hahaha, Sunlight isn't enough to do that. Alright, time to interrupt you before you can use photosynthesis. Honestly, I was just waiting for your recovery period to end before using Interrupting Jolt on you. Alright. Now I'm gonna go into the Ghastly Kid. Maybe I can get off another haunt. He still hasn't actually attacked enough to get rid of my decoy. Oh man, why you always hit so for nothing, Diseased Bite? You're a garbage spell. Oh, he went for Solar beam. Okay, I'm gonna go for my haunt right here because my decoy is off cooldown. And this is like one of the best ways I can do damage. I'm not sure. Oh, was the sunlight off cooldown? I don't know. Okay, that was actually kind of a difficult match. If my opponent had just played their team a little bit better, they probably could have won. But they did a lot of very questionable things, like refreshing photosynthesis over and over, which isn't a good thing to do. Whatever.